moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And you look at this rookie class. MP continues to scratch and claw, trying to cement his place as one of the best and brightest.
In terms of rookies, MP is up there in talent, and we've seen flashes of it. I think he's had a good year. I wouldn't call it great quite yet. There's some room for improvement for MP. But honestly, guys, that's all rookies at this point of their careers.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Cat in at power forward with Reed at center. And it's Williams in at point guard.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Young following the score by Minnesota. An easy 2 on the layup. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Reza Shea. McDaniels covering. Reza Shea, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
To the inside. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Williams.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Capella, pass to Young. Clock at 6. Crafty move. And he lays it in. Young's got 9. Here's Williams. Last game we saw him with 32 points. And there's the drive. And Williams punches it home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Stripped it away. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Johnson, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential. Well, you look at Reza Shea, and he's demonstrated some tremendous skill so far. We're smack in the middle of the season, and he's just one spot back from the top.
And with about half the season behind us, it's clear how much potential he has to blossom into a star.
Hey, bump what the future holds. I mean, how about what he's doing now and already has done? He's put himself at number 2 in those rankings with some stunning performances.
Here's Daniels, still without a bucket. Outside Hunter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series win in 20 years, Clark.
How about this fact? That was LeBron's rookie season. 2004 BA. That's the last time the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Williams' shot is good.
Boy, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
On the court for the Timberwolves. McDaniels and Towns make up the 2 forward spots. Edwards out there with Williams. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Young against Williams. Outside Reed, back to Williams. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Young against Williams. Young misses. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside, Williams. Shoots over Young. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He tallied 32 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
That puts him in the lead. Daniels has got his second bucket on the night.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Williams from long range gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Pass to Reza Shea. Outside Johnson. 34 seconds left in the first half. Wow! Young from deep three-point territory.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Williams against Young. From deep. Williams misses. The Hawks leading.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
To the middle. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Williams. Got it off in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Atlanta on top, leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. For the West, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs three-pointers anyway?
Kenny did. So thank you, Ernie.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Minnesota in the lead. Williams in the post, guarded by Young, and he converts the layup. Williams has got 20 points. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's the third game out of 4 at home for them. Pass to Capella. Here's Daniels. Capella, screen on Edwards. Daniels. Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Greg.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
And he can't hit the second. The Hawks shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Young from long range. McDaniels with the rebound.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Williams from long range. That one's off. 8 for 15 now in this one. Here's Young. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
And both free throws good for Young.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
And you look at Young, he's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Young against Williams. Going inside. Nice!
Oh, big finish! Man! Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Again, the miss by Williams.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Young, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Edwards.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Towns, a screen on Young. Williams from long range. He drops it from range. Williams has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Seems like they've lost their defensive focus here in the second half, giving up way too much shot.
Young against Williams. Young with the bucket. Young's got 27.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has welcomed Anthony Edwards to a co-starring role on the Wolves. Towns said, quote, "I never wanted to be a bad vet. I wanted to be one of the successful stories that brought the best out of the young guy, and I think I've done a great job of supporting Ant." Brian, reminiscent of how KG helped him years back, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
2 points. That one goes.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. You know, about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter here. Here's Bufkin. And the layup falls. Bufkin's got his second basket on the night.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And, you know, with this size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Pass to Towns. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Hunter. Here's Robbie. 6 to shoot. From deep, Johnson sinks it from distance. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun.
Atlanta making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Johnson. Daniels comes in for Robbie. And it's Trae Young in for Bufkin. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Williams comes in for Conley. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open, look to them deep on the other end." Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Young from long range. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Williams is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Lets the 3 fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Hawks trail by 3. Young from long range. Alexander Walker grabs a board.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself. And He just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Outside Young. Pass to Hunter. There's the three. Young misses.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Williams from long range. Garza passes to Ingles. Ingles, a screen on Young. Williams from long range. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Atlanta making some changes here. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Nance. And it's Rizachet in for Hunter. Pass to Young. Puts up a three. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Hawks trail by 8. Now here's Young. Soft touch off the glass. Young's got 31.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Williams from long range. Drops in the 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
Williams from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Off the left rim and out. Atlanta's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Good work defensively by Towns. Takes a 3. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 45 points.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Timberwolves.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Great One.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Who poked away? Williams from long range. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold.
Great win tonight, MP. Night, MP.
over to the broadcast.
Get ready to rumble, young blood.
MP's an elite shooter already. To come into the league and knock down threes like that, I'm impressed.
Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout. How would you qualify his performance in that regard?
And I think MP should be pleased with how he's done in that pursuit. Maybe not completely satisfied, since I know he wanted to be the best, but he's done better than many other rookies in that class.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Minnesota with the ball, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Lets a floater go. And the the layup is good.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent. And again for three.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Timberwolves have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Williams hits the bucket.
And he's not gonna miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Paul against Williams. Paul passes to Vassell. Paul outside. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Williams outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
From 18 feet away, Paul can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a great guy. He'll afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Great ball movement there.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edward. San Antonio also making a switch. Collins checked in for Wembanyama. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Pass to Collins, beyond the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. Reed misses. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. 7-point differential.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Williams with the ball. This game an incredible scoring display for him. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
$2:35 already.
And if you're just joining us, we've played. Checked in for Minnesota. Williams comes in for Michael Conley. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Chris Paul comes in for Trey Jones. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Paul looking around. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. A shot by Paul, no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Joe Ingles is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Williams. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without...
Give me a moment. See if you're going to go off. It's going to be 3 o'clock. Take your ass to sleep. When I get down here, the TV will go off.
My teammates, and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's Wembanyama. Jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. So he is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Wembanyama, a screen. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. The wing, the jam. Oh, Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Williams. Rebound by Sohan.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take advantage of it.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Well, Anthony Towns checked in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Edwards. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
From deep, Williams buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D. Still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Collins finds Vassell over Williams, and the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got his second bucket tonight.
And such a solid player. Devin Vassell is someone you can really trust. Gives you a bit of everything out from that wing position. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Paul passes to Sohan. Vassell wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. That's 7 points for Devin Vassell. Timberwolves leading by 5. There's Williams with the 3. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul outside. Pass to Collins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of this one. And that one falls for Collins. He hits both from the stripe.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and Towns gets it to go.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Count it. 9 points for Devin Vassell.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might. Thank you for being with us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from the...
Lista, ponte viva, los tiempos duros pasarán, no te rindas, tienes que ser trucha.